right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with my man, Davey Grant. Davey, how we doing, my man?
I'm brilliant. Thank you, Kev.
Yeah, so Davey, man, you got a fight coming up. I mean, talk us a bit more about this matchup here.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a great fight. Charles Jourdain, I've watched him for a while. He's definitely coming to bring it. So I just can't see anything other than fireworks. It's going to be a scrap.
Yeah, I mean, now you mentioned fireworks. I mean, with that being said, I mean, I know you're not thinking about the bonuses in there, but I mean, do you think this fight is going to be like 50 G's worthy?
It's definitely got the makings of one.
Oh yeah.
100%. You know what I mean? Hopefully, it's just a quick performance bonus knockout, But I think it's got fight of the night written all over it.
Yeah, no, like I said, I definitely think this is going to be one of the best fights on the card, no doubt about it. And now, with that being said, I mean, talk us a bit more about what you kind of know about Charles Jourdain. I mean, what are you kind of doing in training camp to get prepared for him here?
Yeah, I mean, look, you prepare for everything. It's like obviously striking seems to be his preferred sort of way to go and approach the fight, but you never know. People sometimes they'll mix things up. This is MMA, so I'm preparing for absolutely everything. I'm putting everything into my training camp. I mean, I always do. I'm a proper grafter in the gym, so I'll leave no stone unturned as far as like preparing for any sort of aspect that the fight goes. But most of the time, I just concentrate on me. I just concentrate on what I'm going to do. I feel like I'm a bit of a tricky fighter, and I make it hard for people with my style. So I think they've got to worry about me a lot of the time more than I've got to worry about them.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree 100% with that being said. Now, you're fighting in enemy territory for this fight. I mean, talk us a bit more about, how you kind of like going over there and fighting in enemy territory.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I love being the bad guy. I mean, I'm like a lot of people, the people who watch the sport and they know that I'm not the type of guy who's going to be like fucking giving them all this and I just, oh, man. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think I'll get, or I usually don't get too much hate. If I do get it, it's all panto, isn't it? You just feed off it. It's like it's just the same people who's booing you are going to be wanting a photo afterwards and stuff. And that's what makes the sport. I love all that, and he's obviously a big star. He's going to be he's the A side of this fight, and that's fantastic because I'm still going to get a lot of publicity off that as well. And then it means a lot more eyes are going to be watching the fight. So it's all good, In the world of publicity, good or bad, there's no difference, is there?
No, I would definitely agree with that statement for sure. And now, I mean, speaking of the fans and maybe even potentially being like a B side, I mean, in your last fight, I mean, you were a big underdog against Blackshear. I mean, what was kind of like, seeing that you were a big underdog? I mean, did that kind of help fuel you at all going into that fight?
Honest, I'm always the underdog. Everyone just writes me off. I'm a fantastic bet. I'm a good way to go make money. They always say, I don't know if the guys who make the odds and stuff for like as true fight fans, they just think, oh, this guy's old, he's probably going to get beat. I think if he went and did the homework, I don't think I'd be as much of an underdog all the time, but it makes no difference.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree, and that's definitely a good mindset to have. And now with this upcoming fight with Charles Jourdain, I mean, what's kind of your prediction for this matchup? How do you kind of see this one going here?
I mean, I'm going in there looking for the knockout. Like I always will. I see it being a good back and forth fight. But I'll be hunting the finish constantly, and he'll come in prepared. He'll know what I'm coming for. So it's gonna be a great fight. Like what's gonna happen, I don't know. I really don't know. A fight's a fight, and I'll take any way I can get to win. Like if I see a submission, I'll take one. Like I'm not just a striker. And if I see the takedown at the right time, I'll take the takedown at the right time. So I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I know it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to getting someone who's going to come at me with as much as what I'm coming at them with. That's going to be good because I feel like the last few times my opponents have sort of like started to shell up a little bit in the second and third. And I've just been sort of just chasing them down. So it's going to be nice to get someone who's going to fight fire with fire, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's going to be an awesome fight, like we talked about earlier. And now, when it comes to like your training camp, I mean, who's maybe some of the training partners that are helping you for this upcoming camp?
Yeah, I'm at Syndicate MMA. I've moved to Vegas full time now.
Nice.
So we've got sorry about that. Yeah, so Marab's in there. I've got Moeen Gaffarov. I've got Vince Morales, all UFC caliber guys. And then there's so many other good guys on the mat that like Syndicate is far my way is their best gym in the world right now. And under the tutelage of John Wood, you just can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, no, like I said, you definitely have some good training partners for sure. No, you're all good. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm still hear you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries at all. I was just gonna say, now you said in your last camp, you actually trained a little bit with Brandon Moreno and whatnot. I mean, talk us a bit more about that experience and how that kind of helped you.
Oh yeah, I mean Brandon, he's an absolute G, isn't he? He's a legend of the game, you know. And to be able to get, I mean, Mighty Mouse was on the mats the other day. I didn't get any rounds in with him, but Mighty Mouse was on the mat the other day. You know, like they're the kind of guys who's just, even if they're just coming through Syndicate, who you get to train with. But yeah, Brandon's an absolute G, and it was great to just to get some rounds in with him, just sort of prick his brains. He's such a nice man.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you got to train with a good guy like that. And now another thing I was wondering as well, man. I mean, since 2021, man, you've been on a pretty good streak. I mean, you're 4-1. I mean, what have you kind of been doing in the gym? I mean, since that time frame to go on such a good streak.
I mean, yeah. So I think it's just been dedicating my camps to Syndicate. So I was dedicating my camps to Syndicate MMA. I mean, I've always trained in some top gyms with some top people all over the world, but I've really found my feet in Syndicate, and I've really found myself in the cage. I feel like I'm just fighting at the best of my abilities now. It's I don't know if I was a bit of a late bloomer in the way that I perform inside the cage, the way that I've got things focused now, and how I feel when I'm in there. I'm just so comfortable and so present. It's that's definitely made a massive change to my game.
Yeah. Now, with you mentioning you feel a lot more comfortable now. I mean, what exactly do you think maybe makes you feel more comfortable? Is it like the fights or the training? Talk to us more about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like it's sort of like the mindset,
Okay.
and just knowing exactly like not really like doing many things different. It's more the way I feel in the cage, and it's I don't know if I just came to terms with like, look, just I understand that I'm gonna give everything every single time. Like that's the type of person I am. So just go with it. Just enjoy it. You know, like if me and you said we were gonna play rock paper scissors now, I would be nervous that I wouldn't win. You know, like I'm that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's no point worrying about anything. Like so, I don't worry about things now. It's like yes, bad things could happen, but it's an uncontrollable. There's nothing I can do about that. I know that in my heart, I'm still going to try and win no matter what. So if you can give your best, then what is there to worry about? You know, and then if it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, at least you give your best. You know, there's nothing you can worry about like that. So I do about 100% best for preparation, and I know I'm always going to go and give it absolutely everything in the cage, and it's just been working for me. Like it's the best I've ever been in my career. I know how good I am, and I know how good I feel, and I can still go and knock it out with the best guys in the world, and it's a good place to be.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely a good place to be for sure. And now another thing I was wondering as well. I mean, after this fight, I mean, 2026 is going to be coming up soon. I mean, how active do you kind of plan to be next year?
I mean, ideally, another 3 or 4 fights in.
Nice.
Definitely, I just want to try and stay. Like as soon as I got the win last time, I was straight on the phone again. I said, look, I said, get me booked up as soon as we possibly can. I think it was only 4 weeks later we got the fight with Charles Jourdain. So this is how active I want to be. I want to be out of fight camp and I want to be into fight camp. I enjoy the first week, maybe 2 weeks after I've had a fight, just because then it's all the work's been done and I can eat a little bit more food than what I'm used to, and then I just want to focus on the next one. Like I don't do anything. Like I don't go straight too far from my diet. I don't drink alcohol. I just really I'm here to fight, and I want to get as many as I can.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's important. It's definitely an awesome mindset to have. And now another thing I was wondering. I mean, you mentioned in another interview you wouldn't mind fighting in or in Australia. I mean, did you even
Yeah.
try? Did you try to get on that Perth card at all?
No, I didn't. I don't think the timing worked out for me.
Okay.
With just having a fight, or I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I mean, I just enjoy seeing different places, you know, and I'll fight anywhere they want me to in the world. So I'd like to go and do a fight in like sort of Asia, like one of the Shanghai cards or something, and maybe it's Brazil, and then Australia. You know, just hit these few, and I like places, especially like Brazil and maybe Japan and things like that, because I feel like they're the home of a lot of martial arts, and I like all that.
Yeah, no, I think Japan would be a sick spot for sure. I hope the UFC comes back there soon, man. That
Yeah,
would be awesome.
that'd be awesome, bro.
Yeah, 100%. And now another thing I was wondering, I mean, you mentioned you've been seeing a bunch of places all throughout your fighting career. I mean, what's maybe your favorite one that you might have seen?
I don't know, Florida, the
Okay.
Tampa. when I fought there, that was a lovely place. Abu Dhabi last time, the hotel and stuff, we were stopping in. It's like I'm laid, like, so I couldn't wait. I can't really do much, so I'm laid around the pool in one of the best hotels I've ever been in. You know, like, and just thinking, I can't believe I'm still here getting paid for this. You know, like, just so relaxed and just soaking everything up. It's so good. But one of the craziest places, I fought in Moscow, in Russia, and I was like, I probably would never have gone there. And now I've seen it. It's like it's one of the most famous cities in the world. So it was nice to go and see that. And I just owe it all to fighting that. Listen, I literally never ever take any of this for granted. I thank my lucky stars that I'm able to go and experience this sort of life and see the different places. It's like, yeah, I'll never ever take anything for granted. It's so awesome, and like I feel lucky that I've been able to experience this over the course of my life and my career.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome, man. It's definitely really great to hear that you're enjoying everything. And now another thing I was wondering, man, I mean, what's maybe some of your goals that you might have right now with MMA?
I mean, at the moment, it's win as many fights as possible and start climbing those rankings and getting to that. Like, I feel like I should be getting top 15, top 10 fights. I feel like I've been a bit unlucky with the way that it's run the last few fights. I mean, the last fight that I lost was against Daniel Marcos, which I really thought I won. And then even before that, the fight with Adrian Yanez, when I go and watch that one back, I feel like I won. I don't think I've been beat decisively since Cheeto, and that was like close. It was like a round and a half each. So, I mean, I feel like I've still got a lot of making up to do for that, and things like this happens. And I know now that I need to make more of an impact on the judges' eyes. So yeah, it's not been ideal, but I just want to get as many fights as possible, try and get into the rankings where I think I deserve to be, and then just keep having exciting fights. And like, I want to go down as someone who just always came, put it on the line, and then eventually just sort of sail off into the sunset. Few bonuses, loads of money, and and then go into coaching, because I absolutely love the sport of MMA, and I love bringing other people on. I love bringing kids on in MMA. I love coaching kids, you know, like just to go and give out all that wisdom to other people and try and help them better their lives. Like, that's the goal.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I'm definitely glad you're looking to get into coaching. That would definitely be a lot of fun. And now another thing I was wondering, man. I mean, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, that Jonathan Martinez knockout was super awesome. Like I said, one of my favorites. I mean, with that combination that you landed, I mean, was that something you were practicing a lot in the gym? Was that something you saw? Talk to us more about that.
Yeah, so right, it's pretty funny, this one, but I turned up and we were struggling because it was COVID at the time, so no gyms were open, so we were struggling to get sparring. So one of my coaches back home, Alex Enlund, said, "Look, I've got this southpaw boxer who said he'll come and spar us at the gym." So because in England you weren't even allowed to go to the gym, we had to sneak to the gyms. Like, people weren't supposed to be getting together. It was a crazy time, and he said, "Oh, there's this southpaw boxer, so we're going to do just boxing rounds because it'll suit him." I was like, right, okay. I turned up at the gym. This dude was fucking huge. I was like, what the fuck? And I was thinking, my coach has set me up here. So we said, right, we're going to do 10 threes. And I was like, right, okay then. And after about 4 or 5 rounds, my coach was like, look, I'm going to stop it. I was getting beat up that bad. And I was like, you're fucking not. I said, no way. I said, I'm finishing. I said, I tell him I'm going to do 10 rounds. I'm doing 10 rounds. Yeah. And he was like, right, okay then. And then I sort of paced myself. I thought, I knew if I went flat out and tried to beat this big, tall southpaw boxer at his own game, I was going to struggle. So I sort of paced myself, and then I started to pick it up for the last few rounds, and I started landing that combination on him. So even though I thought I got stitched up by my coach, this combination seemed to land so much, and it worked really nice against the southpaw. And so we took that away from it, and I started drilling it constantly. I've even got videos. I think I might have released one years ago. I've never released it for a while, and it's just me hitting that same combo on the pads a few weeks before, on the pads fight week, and on the pads in the changing room, and then hitting the exact combo in the fight. I was even calling it to my friends. I was saying, "Look, I'll get him with this. I'll knock him out with this," and yeah, it just worked perfectly. But I mean, it doesn't always work like that. You know, in an ideal world, it works like that. But that time, yeah, it was worked, it was rehearsed, and it all came out perfectly.
That's incredible. No, that's definitely an incredible story, man. Like I said, definitely one of my favorites for sure. And now, with that being one of my favorite performances of yours, what's maybe your favorite performance you might have had in your career, man?
I mean, I've got it's out of two, because the when I knocked out Martin Day on Fight Island, that was a big fight for me, because it was the first fight. I was thinking, look, I'm not fighting. I was worried, you know, when you first get the UFC, you have to win to stay in. It's as simple as that, you know. I didn't even have 2 feet in the door, and I was coming off a win already. So I felt like I was a bit more comfortable. I felt like it wouldn't matter if I lose. I thought from now on I'm just going to start fighting how I would fight. Before I would always fight to try and like safely win. So I'd get the takedown when it was there, and I'd stay safe and like stay top position and steal the rounds type thing. And it wasn't exactly how I wanted to fight. And I was the first ever fight on Fight Island, out of all the shows. And it was a striker I was fighting. I thought, I'm going to fight how I want to fight here. I'm just going to have a stand-up war. And then I got my jaw broken in the first round. He hit me with a right hook, dropped me, and broke my jaw in like 2 places with a 1 punch. And then I ended up fighting the rest of the fight and then knocking him out in the 3rd round. So like to fight through that sort of adversity, it was the first time I'd really thought how I wanted to fight, where I was just scrapping and I love that. Like that's what I'm all about. And then I also got the bonus for the first time. It was in Abu Dhabi, where when the whole world was on lockdown and I was like flying out on jet skis and stuff, and it was just like it was a big moment. So that's up there. And then Rafael Assunção was an absolute legend of the game, and to go and finish him the sort of the way that I did. So it was probably one of the best wins in my career on paper for sure, because it was it was very, very exciting the way that it finished, and it was his retirement fight, and he's such a good fighter, and that it's out of those two are probably my favorites.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree. Sunsal is definitely a legend, man. I'm glad you mentioned him and brought that up for sure. And now, obviously, you're a beast and whatnot in the cage, man. But I mean, what do you kind of like to do outside the cage? You're not in there training and fighting.
I mean, honestly, I'm a family man. I love spending time with my kids and getting to watch their practices, or just going and enjoying time with my family. It's hard at the moment because I've moved to Vegas, but I've moved to Vegas with the 3 kids and my wife's still at home. So I've moved countries across the other side of the world. I'm looking after 3 kids, and I'm also in fight camp. So like you put all that together and it's hard work. My wife's still at home. We've got things that need sorting out at home with our businesses, what we run. So she hasn't been able to get over yet. So, I mean, anytime I can get, I just love to spend time with my family. That's what it's all about. But it's I'll not lie, it's tough at the minute, like being a single parent in a new country and then still trying to train and diet for fights while keeping the kids fed, clothes, washed, house clean, everything. It's hard work. There's nothing else I like to do more. Except I love to play, like soccer, football. When
Okay.
I usually play like Sunday league and stuff when I haven't got fights coming up. So if I'm not doing that, or I'm not with the kids, it's just coaching. Like that's literally all I ever do.
Nice. No, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're into coaching, like you mentioned. And now speaking more about coaching, man. I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite things with coaching, or maybe even favorite memories with it?
Oh, I mean, 100%. The best thing is bringing people on just to better their lives. Like I absolutely love that. I've had kids walk in my gym back home, and they've been so shy, and you can just see that there's not like really. Sometimes there's not a sporting bone in the body, like they've got no coordination and things like that. And then you see them just putting the work in after a few weeks, and you see them just get this spark of confidence. And it makes me think, oh my God, I'm so pleased that this person walked in the gym, because this is going to make such a difference on their lives going forward. I've seen it happen so many times, and it's the absolute most number one, hands down, rewarding thing about being able to coach the sports of mixed martial art, and just seeing people gain like a bit more of a purpose, and you can see the resilience and the confidence they're going to get throughout their life going forward. And it really is that big of a change that it makes me very, very proud.
Yeah, no, it definitely should, man. Because I'm actually a Taekwondo instructor myself. So like when you mentioned like some people come in the door and they're like, real nervous and stuff. Like I have a guy right now, like he came in, he wanted to lose like 50 pounds. And like all the time he's telling me like, oh, I lost like 5 pounds this week or stuff. So it just makes me feel like so good to hear that kind of stuff. So it's awesome you have the same mindset.
Yeah, I like it. That's it. I love helping people. I love seeing people do well, and just to be a little part of that's really, really one of the best things that I get to do through the sport.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important, man. Like I said, keep doing the good stuff for sure, man. And
Yeah.
Davey, man, it's been awesome talking to you. Like I said, I appreciate you taking the time. What's maybe your final message out there to the fans watching this video?
I mean, look, Thank you for the support. Everyone just who watches the fights and everything. That's the only reason, because MMA is so popular with all the fans. That's the only reason we all get to do this. And like I say, I'm on cloud nine constantly. Just the fact that I get to do this for a living, and I can support my family and meet these great people and see these great places. It's like, yeah, thank you to everyone. I try and get behind everyone as much as you can, whether it's me, whether it's any fighter. It makes no difference. Just keep watching the sport.
Yeah, no, we definitely will, Davey. And like I said, we're looking forward to seeing your fight up in October. And thank you so much for taking the time, my man. It means a lot to me.
Thanks very much, Ken. Appreciate it.